So I had the machine gun.
At age 96, Bill Brazelton says one of the defining moments of his life came 75 years ago.
I'm glad that I was there.
In the spring of 1945, the self-described East Tennessee country boy was chasing German troops in retreat across Europe.
And this big red fireball came up. Just all I could see was red.
A surprise blast of enemy cannon fire killed his sergeant, exposing the random carnage of combat.
We were both sitting right together, and I didn't get a scratch, and he was killed.
It was another scene he witnessed in April of 45 that shaped his life for decades to come.
We didn't train for that, no. There were 50 railroad cars along there, and they were all filled with people like that. That was the first thing I saw.
Brazelton was among the first American soldiers to enter the concentration camp known as Dachau.
Some of the people in there were old, and when they saw that the Americans had come to save them, they got so excited they had a heart attack and just died.
He walked through the famous Iron Gate with the infamous message to incoming prisoners, "Work will set you free."
Colonel Downer found one fellow that was alive in there, and they wrapped him up in a blanket and put him in the Jeep and took off with him. I never did know whether he survived or not.
The Army veteran shares pictures from his old division history book documenting scenes from inside Dachau, where upwards of 30,000 Jewish prisoners were killed and cremated or left to starve and freeze.
You're a 20-year-old kid. What is going through your mind?
Every one of them was some mother's son. Coats, piles of coats. In other places, piles of shirts and piles of shoes. It was just really too much. Back then, it didn't affect me as much as it does now.
The decorated soldier says the 24 hours he spent at Dachau moved him in the decades since to help many other people in need, and wearing the title Liberator remains one of his greatest legacies.
I've always figured that I was just an ordinary fella. But when somebody calls me that, I'm proud of myself. I'm glad I was there to do it.